Hi, I am Mercedes, and I'm a work in progress. I did an introduction video probably a couple of weeks ago, and I've been putting off editing and posting it, and I didn't like the way that it felt, and so I have been procrastinating starting my vlog. And so I figure if I just treat it like a phone conversation with a friend, I'll probably like the videos more, and they'll be more authentic, because I'm doing this for myself, for my kids, and for anybody else who may have gone through or is going through similar things, to just know that you're not alone. I'm planning on, after every video, leaving a special message for my kids. A while back, got a message from a distant aunt of mine, and they were talking about Black history. And in the video, this lady, I don't know if you've seen it, this lady's packing bags, and someone had told her to go back to Africa if she didn't like the country. And as she was packing it, she was talking about all of the contributions to this country that Black people have contributed, and a lot of that history I didn't know. And my aunt was saying that, the school doesn't teach us that. And so I said, well, I'm interested as one of the younger generations in hearing your guys' story. What was it like growing up in the era that you were? What were your childhoods like? What were your parents like? How'd you overcome the struggles that you had? What were your victories? What were your failures? So that I could learn from them and know more about them, and in honesty, to give them grace, because once you know about the struggles that someone went through, it's a lot easier to overlook their shortcomings and to understand why they have them and understand why they're so great and so strong. And I had said, why don't we start a Facebook group just for family, where each family member, periodically as a memory pops up, posts a comment or a story, a message, and tell what their experience was, what happened to them. And then, one story per post. That way the rest of the family can comment, yeah, I remember that, or that must have been hard, or that must have felt great, or whatever it is, could comment on it, which would make it easier for the generations that are coming up in the family to go back through the archived messages. And nobody did anything. Nobody started the group. And I made a conscious decision not to start the group, because I wanted to see if my older generation would step up to the plate. And they didn't. And I don't want to do that for my kids. Maybe the Facebook thing isn't, for everybody. Maybe it's not for my family. But I want to be able to document my struggles, my hardships, so that my kids, when they grow up and they have kids and they're wondering if every child makes their kid crazy, I can't tell them that. I don't know what other parents go through, but I can darn sure tell them what I went through and how I felt and how I overcame it and what obstacles we felt or faced as the kids were growing up. And I want it to be authentic, and I want them to see me every day that I record, or I'm able to record, to see that I don't always have my hair done, I don't always have my makeup done, and it's okay. It's okay to not be made up. It's okay to not be filtered. It's okay to not be edited. And that's something that I'm learning myself, is to not be filtered, not to edit myself. I mean, granted, I need a filter for rude and mean comments, but by filter, I mean filtering out my humor, because I'm afraid I'm going to offend someone. Filtering out my true style, because I'm afraid that I'm going to be judged for the type of earrings that I wear, or the type of shoes that I wear, or the style that I put my hair. And those are the things that I'm not filtering. I'm tired of watering myself down, because I've lost who I used to be. I used to be a fun person. I used to laugh all the time. I love to laugh. I'm starting to rediscover that. And the biggest thing that I'm learning is I have allowed people and situations to chip away at me, and to chip away at my spirit, and to chip away at my confidence. And I don't want that for my kids. And if I can show them where I went wrong, maybe it will also show them a different path. Or if nothing else, it's a process of elimination. This didn't work for me, try something else, but I'm not going to record long, even though this is my introduction video. I had thought, I have to cram everything about myself into an introduction video, and honestly, I don't have the stamina, and I don't have the time every day, or even in one sitting, to go over who I am. I am so much more than a couple of sentences. I'm so much more than a couple of lines. I could say that I'm a mother. I could say that I'm a wife. I could say that I'm a Christian. I could say that I'm a veteran. I could say, there's so many things that I could say and put titles on. But for me, we can learn about me together. We can explore my past and the things that I've done and the lessons that I've learned, because that's what I've been doing over the last year, is really reflecting on moments in my life, the big and the small, the accumulation, how it shaped me, why I do what I do, why I feel the way that I feel. And in the quiet times is when I start to reflect on that, and I learn about myself, and I learn about how specific situations impacted my life. And I don't want to filter that out. So right now I have a terrible migraine. I've been fighting a migraine for a couple of days now. And I was thinking today, I was reflecting on things in the shower, and, I just thought, why bother? If my goal in life is to be unfiltered, if my goal in these videos is to be unfiltered and to show my children who I was as an adult while they were children, I need to even not filter my videos. If it takes me a while to think of something, I'm sorry if there is a long pause. Could be that I'm in pain, could be I have a migraine, I'm on medications that make me a little bit loopy, whatever it is. Please bear with me. I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. So I'm going to sign off. My arm is starting to hurt holding this phone, and hopefully you'll join this journey with me.